And we are live. I always look so dark in this room, don't I? Need like a forward-facing light or something. Good morning. Let me take a swig of water. Good morning, good morning. We'll wait for everybody to trickle in, and then we'll get started. But we're live here from Vientiane. A couple minutes late, but no sweat. Just needed to finish a little breakfast. Got the water to wash it down. Hello and welcome, as I'm drinking some water. We'll get it going as soon as we get a couple more people in here. Welcome to the live stream. It's been about a week since we did one. Last Monday, or my time last Monday, last Sunday, your guys' time. But we got some catching up to do. Lots of stuff going on here in Laos. Welcome everybody. Please let me know who's joined us so far so I can say hi properly to everybody. And then we'll get into the chat. You know, if you have any questions, anything you're curious about knowing, anything. I got my microphone way up there, so maybe we didn't have sound for the last minute. But I'm going to make this, the goal for this is to have it every week. You know, before I was like, okay, we could do twice a week, and then this last time, I think I went a couple weeks between the first few, and then this time I went like 10 days. So I don't want it to be that long. I think I want to make this, a long-term live stream where every week people can count on once a week to be able to come have a chat all about Lao, all things Lao here. But I have to make that a consistent thing, so I'll figure out a day that works. Good morning. Thanks, Mai Tai, for watching. I already got one person that commented in the on the video, like, oh, is this an old vlog? Was that you, Shinobi? I don't think it was you. What's up, man? Somebody commented it's an old vlog. Like, well, yeah, obviously. But it's not an old vlog. It's a new vlog. It's a new vlog giving my background. Like, I haven't put that out there because I thought it was important to make lots of videos and get people kind of on the same page of what we're doing out here. And then, yeah, now I can put this video out. And maybe people aren't super keen on knowing the backstory, but I kept on asking myself, should I put this video out there? And then I said, you know what? I like this video because it reminds me of where I started, where I came from, and it helped me remember why I'm here, what I'm doing. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's every single day those thoughts creep into my mind of like, this is crazy. What are you doing? Is this, you know what I mean? So it was really good for me to make that video and just be like, you know, this is me. This is me. And this is what I'm here for. So I knew that it might not gain the attention of a lot of people as they start watching it. Be like, what is this? You know, like, I think a lot of my vlogs are like that because they're vlogs, and people are very much expecting like these 10, 15-minute super edited videos where every 5 to 10 seconds you flip from clip to clip to keep you entertained. And I hope you're entertained, but I'm not like, oh, I got 10 seconds, 15 seconds, we're on to the next thing, and like all flowery so that you're entertained. This is just my life. Like, that was my life, like back home as I began to prepare to come here, and that's all I can share. You know, that's me. Thank you so much for watching, Shinobi. I appreciate it, man. and appreciate you saying it's a good video. You know, my next video, I set it up so my next video will be my first day in Laos, like my actual first day in Laos. And yeah, like a little bit of it is like I want these videos to have good name, like good titles, so that people will click and watch. And I hope that uh, even though it's not flashy and like I said, the switch between clip to clip to clip, so keep your attention. I hope that they can see like the the authenticity. Like this is a real person that like really is interested in Lao. So let's move on to comments for as we get going here. David, 11 a.m. Good morning, Bruce. Nice to have you here. I don't know who David is that's moving, but I hope you find a good home, my man. Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce that in English. I'm not sure what's your Lao name, but I appreciate you joining us, uh, Mr. Tongkam Leilik. I wonder how you say that name. That's unfamiliar for me, but man, thanks for joining us from California. I know Gal. I know Gal, but Gal didn't pick me up from the airport in the video. That's actually Beverly. I met Beverly in Arizona, and she helped me a lot getting, situated as I got over here. Really helped me a lot. So I've got, I've been trying to edit these videos since I started, making vlogs, started documenting this whole journey from the time I decided, hey, I'm going to Lao. I'm going to become a digital creator. I'm going to share my passion, and I'm going to make my dreams come true. Basically, not to be cliche, and it's been a little challenging since I was here for a year, and during that year, I was just trying to find work, and be able to make ends meet. And then I videoed some, but I got really you got away from like my purpose when I got here, and so it's been hard to like figure out, okay, how do I add these videos in from last year that are really good, that I want to be able to tell my story, and to but also to like connect the dots of everything in this journey. But it's a little challenging, but I really do feel like right now is the time for this video, for my backstory, basically coming here, and then the next one is my first day in Lao, and then I can also share a video about when I met Beverly. That's why that whole long spiel. Beverly has been several videos, and I had never shown us meeting at the Thai temple. Maybe it'll be fun to show the Thai temple back home and encourage people that if they're interested in Lao culture and connecting with Lao people, then the temple back home is a great option for people to, Good morning, Dan. Awesome to have you here. Oh, I'm so excited. It's another beautiful day in Lao, and I can't be more excited for the things we got planned. We got this live stream. I got one video up. I got some stuff I filmed yesterday. Just so many awesome things happening, and get some big news for you guys today. Now that I just said hi to Dan, that reminded me of we got some big news for you guys. Lao become of interest. So my first experience ever. This is a great question. How did Lao become of interest, and how did you connect with Lao people here? I first became interested in Lao because first time I ever left the U.S. and went anywhere in my life was to the East Side, was to Thailand. Sorry, my video disappeared for a second, so I wasn't sure if I was still there and if you were able to hear my answer. So my first experience ever leaving the U.S. was in Isan, where I met loads and loads of Lao people. And I know that a lot of many people, not to be long-winded on this, but I mean, most of us here understand that, whether you're on the Lao side or you're on the Thai side, you're still Lao people, right? There's Lao Kola, Lao Lao Yuan. There's I can't remember the exact specific names, but there's Lao from Ubon, Lao Kola, Lao. I know that's not what they're called. It's like Lao Yuan, Lao. There's different specific names for these different groups of Lao speakers. So it doesn't matter. You're on either side. And my first experience was with the Isan Lao people, and I fell in love with everything Lao, like the food, the culture, the people. It's the people first of all, and your food. It's your culture. It's and then when I was back home, I tried to connect with Lao people, Thai people, because I could speak both languages. And my Thai got much better because I was in Thailand for a lot longer, and I used it for work. And my Lao was just like taxi cab level Lao because there was no resources to study, no books, no resources, and I was not really allowed to. I was not really allowed to speak Lao. They were supposed to be speaking Thai for the volunteer program I was on at the time. We used it every. My video cut out again, so I just stopped. If the video cut out, I stopped. But yeah, and then when I was back home, I was always trying to use Lao and like actually learn the alphabet, but I would say that people were just not capable of teaching me. Like that, a lot of people didn't know the Lao language, the written alphabet, and a lot of people, once they knew I could speak Thai, they wouldn't really speak Lao with me, which is super annoying because I wanted to be able to speak Lao fluently. But I always was watching YouTube videos and trying my best, and then yeah, finally, I said, you know what? I'm not waiting for this dream to happen. I'm not waiting for one day to be able to go to Lao and fulfill my dreams of like filming and sharing my passion with the world, with languages and culture and the things that I really am passionate about. So I decided it was time to seriously start learning Lao and make my home base in Lao. But in Lao, did I connect with Lao people in the States? Yeah. So another long-winded answer. But I'm originally, and that's why I wanted to answer long-winded. I'm originally from the States, obviously from a little bit all over. My family is, my mom's side is from Arizona, so that's where I moved from. But I grew up in Missouri, grew up in Utah. My dad's side's from Canada. But yeah, I appreciate. I appreciate you being impressed. I mean, I'm all okay. I can do everything I want in Lao mostly, but I'm learning every day. Like I've only been in the country using the language for a year or so. So sometimes I feel like I should be much better because I've been interested in the language and super interested. It's like something I really love, but I could never really. And like if you love, let's say you love basketball, but you just couldn't ever really train. You couldn't find a teacher. You couldn't find resources. Yeah, that's how it was for Lao. Like I just was in love with the culture and food and everything, but man, it was impossible to find stuff at home, or just not much. So at times I feel like I'm not very fluent. I should be more fluent. And other times I'm like doing okay. I'm working hard on it, but I appreciate you. Hey Sue, I know I'm gonna get long-winded. I got long-winded last time, and I didn't get to all the questions, so I'm gonna try to be quicker. I apologize. Hi Sue, thank you so much for joining us. 25 people already today, guys. You guys are making my day. Last week we didn't get nearly as many people, so maybe I need to do a Wednesday. These dogs are losing their minds over here. Well, uh, how you doing, man? Sup, old soul? I got off today to enjoy all your videos. Can't wait to go back. What's up, my man? How are you doing, boy? Oh, hell yeah. That medicine. สบายดีเด้อ สบายดีตอนแรกสบายดีตอนเศร้าอยู่ดี So awesome to have you, man. Oh, Bad Medicine, if nobody knows, and not to like put you on the spot, Bad Medicine was the first person to ever subscribe to my Patreon, first person I ever uh, got paid to do what I love. So like, I'll never forget you, Bad Medicine. That was like one of the craziest days when I saw that 650, uh, and I saw that notification. Somebody's become a member of your Patreon. Oh my God, I got paid to do what I love for the first time. So, man, much love, man. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. Well, this is a first, my first super chat. This is, wow, thank you so much. All these first time experiences like mean the world to me, and it just takes the channel and takes my ability to make videos for you guys to the next level, you know. Right now, like, you just enjoyed my video like this morning. I would have put that video out probably a day or two ago, but if you watch my video today at the very beginning, I'm still working on a 2015 MacBook yesterday, and a lot of the reason it takes me time to produce content isn't because it's like I'm doing crazy editing or like any of that. It's just an old computer that is slower than molasses, and sometimes it fails. Sometimes it fails to like render my video when I try to save it. You know, it's just always like it's just not up. It's just not up for the task. So yesterday I probably tried to export the video uh, like 4 times, and that means every time I export it, it's like I'm waiting like an hour or more trying to and praying like, okay, it's gonna successfully export, and then come back after trying to use my time wisely to do something else, and the video isn't even exported. It failed. I have to redo it, and then just a lot of the things that are taking time. Otherwise, I'd be getting out content to you guys, like whether it was shorts or videos like every day. But right now, we're just building. So that $20 is huge. The more that we can bring in with some donations and Google dollars, then I'm like get a new computer immediately. Pretty good with the GoPro. I like the GoPro, but the one piece of equipment I'm desperate for is a computer so that I can not be constantly trying to plan my time around the computer loading things and rendering things and whatnot. So we'll get there though. I'm gonna, before I take that down, one more Northern Channels. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much for this. It's like $20. That's 2 days worth of food for me that I could put towards making more videos. Thank you so much. Hi Barry, where and how did you learn to read and speak Lao? I think I already answered that in my long-winded question, long-winded answer to Mr. Tongkam Dayrick. Man, I'm butchering your name, man. I really, really am sorry. I ตอบคำถามของไอ้ทองคำกับเอ่อค่อยเขียนภาษาลาวเขียนอ่านเห็นการเว้าจังใดเนาะเอ่อแนวใดเรียนแนวใด I learned from talking to people, and I learned the alphabet right off the bat. Thai alphabet actually, but I mean once I decided to learn the Lao alphabet, it was very easy knowing the Thai alphabet already. Um, and then, yeah, I think the main thing is just learning the tone rolls. So obviously, the tone rolls for Thai and Lao are different. Each one, like, you have the consonants and then the rules based off of the consonant class and all that. But yeah, I just learned the alphabet because I think that's essential if you're gonna learn a language. Like nobody goes to learn English and not learn the alphabet. So why would you learn Lao and not learn the alphabet? You don't want to be illiterate. I mean, literacy is what helps you to use the language and learn the language. So yeah, I learned how to read and write and right off the bat, and then just talking to people, being a curious person, wanting to know what's going on, mostly not just be left like out of the loop. So yeah, my Lao language should be a lot better. Like and my last comment to uh, I Laylik. Uh, yeah, it's been a long time, but I first time I actually live in Laos, so I'm trying to get better quickly, and I'm going to have that opportunity here as we start to travel soon, soon actually. So big news. Let me get down to Bruce. Sorry, I'm wondering what your ideas, suggestions, say passive income or your line dollars needs wish dollars is not stable to invest local shop business. There's a lot of questions there. I'm not sure which one to answer, and I'm not. Cause some of them I kind of feel like I know what you wondering, what you want to know, and the others I'm not sure. Uh, I don't know about the passive income side. Your line dollars number of needs. I'm not sure, Bruce. If you could give me a like one question at a time, then I can try to answer for you. Um, yeah, I'm not sure even which one to start with. Everybody heard the dog fight. Yeah. Are you afraid of getting sick while you're there in Laos? Yeah, definitely, all the time. But that's because I'm 36, 37 years old, and I'm finally at the age where I'm like starting to like actually be concerned that I might come down with something, and then what am I gonna do? For a lot of years, it's just like you just like anybody else. What do I need insurance for? I mean, I'm healthy and young, but now at this point, yeah, I'm worried. I don't. I think it would be smart for once I have a little bit of cash, I'm gonna get insurance, some sort of insurance. I think it's actually cheaper to have insurance to cover me out here. I know my buddy had insurance and it was covering all kinds of surgeries and different things. All right, my video disappeared, so I stopped talking. Uh, yeah, I'm not afraid of Lao getting me sick. I'm just afraid of life getting me sick. That's just. I think if anybody, you should be a little bit wary. You just don't know. Like most of us back home, you're one serious sickness away from breaking the bank because maybe you don't have insurance or uh, you know it's just the way it is back home. You miss work, you're not going to get a full paycheck. You're in big trouble. Here, I don't worry about it on that from that side of things. I feel like you're going to survive. You're not gonna you're gonna be okay. Like that's the one thing I do like about Laos. If anything happens, I'm probably gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Like it may not have the most modern technology and everything for healthcare, but I'm not going to get in so much debt that I'm going to be screwed for the rest of my life, like in the States. And I'm not going to need to worry about having to have insurance or not being able to get it done because I just don't have the money. Yeah, I really don't worry too much about getting sick because I live a very healthy life. Like if I'm getting sick, it's like that's the luck of the draw. You know what I mean? Like, like if you exercise this much and eat healthy as much as I do, like, and I come down with cancer or I get in a serious something serious happens, like, all right, that's the luck of the draw. I just gotta beat it. But other than that, I'm not too worried about getting sick. I feel like you keep your body healthy, then you're not at that much risk, really. Um, and yeah, but I would like to have some insurance just to be safe in case of something serious. What's up, Sammy? Been watching your videos and the ads to support. Guys, thank you so much. I noticed you guys watching the ads too. You guys are awesome. Because even though we're still a small channel, like I watch the money and the little revenue thing on YouTube, the analytics. It says you're making a couple dollars each day, which means you guys are watching and you're watching some of the ads, and I can't ask for any more than that. Like, wow. I, I'm so grateful. Super sticker, $20 from Northern Channel. Man, you guys are awesome. I knew I had a great, 1,000 subscribers because I put up a video and basically that's the amount of views I get, which means my subscribers are watching, and that's everything. A lot of people could have 10,000 subscribers, but it, and maybe they get 7,000 views, but it's not from their base. I'm very grateful and happy to be building a base of amazing people so far that I met. Oh, Lyric, yes, you are the man, Lyric. I'm glad to know how to say your name correctly, Lyric. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't believe $50. You guys, the super chats are awesome, but I do want to make one point is that if you're feeling generous and if at all possible, you could send it through PayPal. Uh, I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to receive these super chats at this point. But if you could send it through PayPal instead of YouTube, that would be huge because then I get all that money. Like if we send it through YouTube, it take like half. I didn't even look into how much because I was looking at all the. I never planned to like try to make a bunch or ask for donations through YouTube because I know they're taking a huge chunk of it. But when I was, doing the monetization settings and all that, it was. I swear I came across it saying like they're taking half, and I was like, that's absolutely insane. If your like memberships and your super chats and all that, they're taking half. Like that's ridiculous. So yeah, send it over via PayPal. That way, all this money you send it gets back to the Lao people because what comes through my hands, it goes to the hands of the Lao people here. That's where I spend it. With street food, out and about with people. I appreciate you so much, Lyric. Thank you. Okay, that's good to know. Dan says even if your video disappears at your end, it's still streaming without interruption. I did not know. I did not know. Okay, good, good. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep it rolling then. Yeah, Shinobi, you nailed it. YouTube takes half. I only saw it out of the corner of my eye because I was just like, yes, click, 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 click. Patreon takes a small little percentage. They're one of the better ones actually. Bad Medicine's asking. Uh, the best way to donate would be if I had like PayPal, if I had like Cash App or whatever, but I didn't want to mess with the Cash App or any apps which people sending stuff because they don't really work over here. If I log into like a Venmo or a Cash App, even though I do think that's kind of like what's the fastest for people. MoneyGram, but Patreon it takes like a I haven't even got the money from Patreon actually. I haven't taken any money from Patreon because when I went on there to take it, they said I need to wait 5 days or something before they put it into the account for me to withdraw. But I think they take like let's just look it up. I swear it was like 30%. How much does Patreon take? 8% of your total earnings is what I came up with the first search. Thought it was more than that. Mm, okay, this is saying that platform fee for Patreon varies from 5 to 12%. It might be 12% for me because I'm not on the pro plan. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to. I didn't pay for any plan, but it's taking a percentage plus. I think they charge a service fee for each time you withdraw money. So yeah, unfortunately, the best way is PayPal or MoneyGram. MoneyGram is the best way for me to get money over here, or anybody for that money matter. Right now, MoneyGram is actually the best way to get money over here that I know of. And Western Union is quite a bit more expensive. ATMs, bank transfers, anything like that, expensive. So the cheapest way I found is to do a MoneyGram. For like $1,000. If you're to send $1,000 over here, it costs you like $10. Uh, I lose more than that in one ATM transaction. So yeah, like MoneyGram last time I think what I sent like 300 or 400 bucks, and it was like $6 7. So I think for yeah, it's not bad, man. It's not. It's really. It's not bad. If you're sending, money, then it's not bad compared to like if like you can only get $180 max out of the ATM, and then that's like way well over $10 for your. You'll get a $2 something fee from the ATM, maybe just one if you're lucky from one ATM, maybe both ATMs yours and the provider here. And then your exchange rate will be the bank exchange rate, like 20,000 instead of 24, 25,000 keep. So you lose like 10, 15 bucks, man. It's maybe even more. It's crazy. So yeah, MoneyGram. But then I have to wait in the bank for 2 hours. Oh, I've never been to the bank and not had to sit there for 2 hours at least. It's insane how slow they are. So what I would say the best way to help out is send a PayPal, because then I can just wait until I have one little chunk of money and then send it all over in one MoneyGram, rather than trying to go pick up people sending me MoneyGrams at the bank all the time. That would be tough. I've not done that, but that would take up a lot of time. But yeah, if you're coming over here, I would say consider a MoneyGram. Bring money with you. But if you do need to get money over here, have somebody send you. You can send yourself a MoneyGram. You don't need to have somebody send it. Send it to yourself. Yeah, Dan's right. MoneyGram works very well and quick. As soon as you send it, that's the other thing with other stuff. It could be take time. Like MoneyGram was immediate. As soon as I sent it over, it was like, "Hey, your money's ready to go be picked up." Like, all right, perfect. And then I have a MoneyGram place right down the road from me that I just found out. And to the video I just sent, posted the everyday life things to know now, where I lost money. Oh, I lost money the last exchange place. So yeah, be aware of the market rate is typically not what well not it is not what is listed on official apps. Like the app I've always used is XC Currency Converter. It lists what the bank rate is, which is what they report to the world. 20,000, which is the black market is like 25,000, 24, 25. That's a lot. That's like $15 per $100 you exchange. So yeah, the bank's just cashing in on that. Don't so we want to find the right spot to exchange. Boyd, you opened up a lot of Lao people are afraid to go back to their motherland. I hope that they can learn to live simple like you do. Hey, wow, that's a really nice thing to say. I hope so. I hope I can break down those barriers and those walls for people when it comes to exploring somewhere that has that you're connected to in some way. Whether that be like you're interested in the language, the culture, your that that's your ethnicity. You're from Laos originally. You immigrated from Laos. Like that's your heritage. I hope that it would help you to see that Laos is a very viable option for you, because I was very scared to come to Laos in the beginning, and it took me 8 years from the time I first went to Thailand to finally overcome whatever I'd been hearing from people about how scary Laos was and actually visit Laos. And when I first time I visited Laos, I said one day I'm going to live here and I'm going to be fluent in this beautiful language. Yeah, see, it's like $5 fee for MoneyGram. It's super cheap. It's super cheap. Like compared to every other option that I've tried, this is a very the best. Bo's the one that commented on my video from the. Is this an old vlog? Yeah, man. What's up, dude? What's up? I was posting my kind of my origin, like my background. Uh, yeah, just kind of slowly completing the loop of everything for my. Maybe not so interesting for other people about my story, but I was watching the footage, and I've watched the footage many times. I was like, you know what? I feel like it's time for me to just. I like this. I was watching it, and it helped me feel like I was reminded of where I came from, my purpose, like the beginning of this all. And so I wanted that to be a part of the channel. But thanks for coming, man. I appreciate to see you here. You watched the video, and you're here. You're the man. Lon Dutch. I watched the Lao New Year throwdown in front of the Salanai Hotel. That's where I stayed my last trip to BT. Thanks for bringing back good memories. Hey, my pleasure, dude. That was a great day. I can't even make money off of that video, but I refuse to take out any parts of that video, or the other videos. I thought to myself, okay, maybe when I get monetized, I'll change my mind for like the videos that YouTube had told me that they didn't qualify for monetization. I was like, maybe I'll change when I get monetized and I'll take out those little bits because a lot of them are just like a minute or two where it's like this music is copyrighted. And uh, you know what? I'm not gonna change the New Year experience. No, it's more important to me to have an authentic experience than if it was. I don't know. I get it. I could go in there and change them and make money off that video, but or delete those parts. But I left those parts in there because I liked it. I enjoyed it. They made me smile, and it would be different if I had to go in there and take out the music. Like the one was like the Pink Floyd Off the Wall when right at the beginning when I said hi to my friend and like it's all those good feelings and I was dancing. I'm like, no, that would mute all of that, and I would just be some song from YouTube to go over that. Like, nah, it's not worth the money to me. I'll just keep making videos, and from now on, if it says it's not going to monetize a part, then I'll go ahead and I'll take the video down and I'll edit it to where I like it, and then I'll post it instead of posting it. Once it's posted, then the only editing I can do is with the YouTube editor, and it's just like, you know, it's taken away from the video, in my opinion. But I'm super happy that you're able to enjoy that throwdown in front of selling that. That was so much fun. That really breaks my heart. That video doesn't make money. It was such a good day. What's up? Think then. Sen, what's up? I apologize to anybody if your name is written in Lao and with the English alphabet. I apologize if I butcher it. So, guys, thanks for joining Think Then Sen from the US. We're in the US. It's interesting to see where people tune in from. All right, let's see what Mike Tai says because he's got a. Oh, I thought it was going to be positive. I thought for a second I saw something good about Western Union. Western Union gives me a lousy exchange rate. I need to send $600 back to the US, but it cost me $700. Yeah, exactly. Every time I use Western Union, it's been an absolute joke. And most things have been a joke that I've found. Like trying to getting money overseas is never seems to be very easy. But yeah, I won't use Western Union. Not a chance. Yeah, I was really trying to figure out how to get money over here. I'm thankful that MoneyGram worked out well. Keep it up. You're doing great and something you like to do, brother. You're right. I do. I'm doing something I enjoy, and even though, as I mentioned, each day you question your each day you have those questioning thoughts of, is this is this even real? Am I even doing something like worthwhile? But I just have to remind myself, make another video. You're loving doing it. People seem to be enjoying it, and what else are you gonna do with your life? Like, don't isn't this what you want to do? And so I appreciate when you say you're doing something great, because I sure have a passion for it. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Rick. Yeah. Then I'm looking to move to Laos sometime this year. Would you tell me what all I need to do for the paperwork? I'm retired from the U.S. Army. Paperwork. Yeah. Depends what you want to do. If you want to do a retirement visa, then um, yeah, it's very straightforward. I'm in the process of doing right now, thanks to an amazing subscriber helping me out. Uh, he's he wants to see me here creating content, so we're on the process of working on a digital nomad visa, a 1 year visa for me. And it's really easy. I would say get here first. Uh, you're going to enter on a tourist visa, and then once you're here, then you can get all the information before, but you you got to get the letter anyways. And I don't think, okay, from what I understand, you need to be here, and then you need to leave the country and come back in. So I could be wrong, but you might just need the letter. Either way, contact Chris Park. I have videos, my visa videos. He's in all of those videos. His contact information. Shoot, let me just grab it real quick. So if anybody has any visa needs, I'll put his contact information right into the chat right here. Find our visa video. Where's our visa video? 1 second. I'm gonna help out our man here. Where is it? Next page. Okay. I think last time we had a live, I said I'll get Chris's contact information. I never posted it here for you. Okay, there it is. Let me get his information because he's the man. But then you can check out his Facebook, and he can let you know all the paperwork you're going to need. But it's not really any paperwork. That's the beauty of coming to Lao, really. Um, what did Chris ask me for? I sent him a message. Said I'm ready to do the digital nomad visa. I got a sponsor to help me out, and just let me know what I need to send you. And I need to send him a picture with a white background, so like a. Remember, also this is Lao, guys, so you don't need to stress about going to the store and paying Walgreens a bunch of money. You might need that for your. You might have to do that uh, for your passport photo to bring with you. So check out my recent video. When I came here, I didn't show up with my pictures. It would have been a nightmare if I didn't speak Lao, and the immigration guys weren't super good to me. Get spent. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. It's ridiculous that we're paying $20 for two freaking passport photos in the U.S. But figure out how to get your passport photos for when you arrive here. You're gonna need that. That's about it for when you arrive here. You're gonna need a picture with a white background. This is Laos, so don't really care. Just take yourself a little picture against the wall. Mine was, you know what I did? I got passport photos here, and I got the little passport photo, stuck it against the wall, and I took a close-up picture with a camera, and it was crap. But I sent that to Chris, and it was fine. He just needs to remember it's Lao. They're pretty lead, pretty chill. So I sent him that picture, my passport picture of my passport, the information page, and then yeah, now he's processing the letter, and then he'll send me that letter back on Friday. So it takes about a week, is what he gives you for the time frame. Once you get that letter, then you're going to go across the border with the letter, exit the country, come back into the country, show immigration, the letter. This is what you're coming in for. Pay for a new tourist visa, which is also quite annoying. Uh, process doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, why can't you just do it in a country? But yeah, this is the process. Uh, once you've got your once you've got your tourist visa with that letter coming through into the country again, now you're going to give that to your visa agent, which is Chris, and then you pay him. Oh, you don't need to pay him. You just give it back to him, and he'll process the whatever visa you apply for. You're going to probably apply for a retirement visa, I would assume, which in Lao you don't need to show any kind of document. So as far as I know, I don't think you really need any documentation. Like he might it might ask you. I haven't applied for it, but he might ask you to show like I don't think so. I feel I'm giving bad information because I haven't watched our video. But if I remember from the video me and Chris made together, it's not like Thailand and stuff. You got to show like in proof of income what you're earning at the moment. You don't. Pretty sure if I remember right. But yeah, just contact Chris. Like I'm giving you. I don't want to give you the wrong information off the top of my head. But yeah, it's very straightforward. If you're looking to move to Laos, I got other people looking to move to Laos. I almost feel like it's hard for people to believe when I tell you what you need because you don't need much of anything. My recommendation is for what you're gonna pack. I can. Here's the thing: if anybody needs help with getting things together, I can do consultation calls. I obviously will be charging for consultation calls. It's not gonna be crazy to start off. I think $50 for a consultation call is very reasonable because after that, just like I had other seen other people do, I'll be taking care of you through the whole process. You know what I mean? Like if you need anything, I can take care of you. But it's super helpful. I can give you tips on what you might want to pack for when you're coming here, and help you to just not worry because there's a lot of things like you don't need to worry about. Take that stress off your shoulders and just get here because the traveling is already enough of a hassle. Like we can make this a smooth process for you. I'm gonna move on because I got a lot of more comments coming in. Vani, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Man, I can't wait until I'm able to meet some of you in person, put faces to your names. Like it's nice to see your little pictures and whatnot, but you know, I feel the love and I love meeting you guys, but sometimes it's like we're just online. So I'm excited. I'm excited as we go forward, and I love having you guys here. And maybe we'll even have some of you like join into the live stream sometime. That would be fun. Thanks for joining us, Vani. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Sorry. I know you probably told us your name last time too, like properly. Vani, Vani. Oh no, Salvani. PayPal charges the stand says PayPal charges the sender 3% to transfer money overseas and it converted into local currency. Yeah, MoneyGram. MoneyGram's awesome because you just send what you send. You don't send it into GIV because they will give you a crap exchange rate. If you say I'm sending dollars and they're receiving GIV, it'll give you like 20,000. It'll give you the bank rate. So yeah, say I'm sending dollars, they're receiving dollars, and we're golden. Do they have an agent over there now? So I'm gonna get everything I need to do. Yep, I sent that in the comments, so you're sorted, man. As far as visa stuff, I recommend everybody to Chris. As far as like general stuff, like I said, I do take consulting calls, and I can help anybody out I got this from another blogger I found. I followed for years and years in Colombia, and it's getting a lot of people wanting to talk, and I got work to do, and but I'd love to talk to you and help you out. And then also when you talk to somebody and you're trying to help them out, like you want to take care of them and make sure that everything goes smooth throughout the whole process. So like, yeah, I think $50 for a consulting call for an hour, and then inevitably there's going to be a lot more that goes into it to help you out. So I think that's very fair to begin with. If anybody needs any help with anything, let me know. I'd be happy to help. On Dutch, you're going to do great. Hey, these comments, people don't realize like they mean a lot. They really do. They they really really do. Sammy, I watched the ad for 23 minutes and more on your video today. Uh, yeah, the MoneyGram's super easy, Sammy. It's super easy. You download the app. They have you register. It's straightforward, very easy to register. I have nothing but positive things to say about MoneyGram. Maybe I can do MoneyGram ads at the beginning of my videos. I should send them send them a message. All these YouTubers, like, as you start going, like, uh, you learn the ins and outs. And I know like more established YouTubers, they do like sponsors and stuff, but I would only want to be sponsored or do ads if it was like something that I actually used and was useful and whatnot. But sometimes you feel like you're advertising for people for free, which you are, which is fine. But like, yeah, MoneyGram is legit, like super easy registration. And then, yeah, all you have to do is put in the name of the recipient. And like, this was the other part that I loved. Western Union, they wanted your whole life and family history just to send something. And then you had to present it when you picked it up. Like, everything had to match, or they're going to, they were going to give you hell. And maybe you won't even be able to pick up your money. Everything matching. Now with MoneyGram, the only thing that needs to match, you got your what do they call it? Confirmation number. I'm not sure what they call it. Confirmation number, and then your name with your ID and the sender's name. That's it. Like, how easy is that? So, and there's MoneyGram places all over. You just go take my passport, boom, fill out the little thing, boom, with the name of the sender and my name, the number. That's it. So I'm very impressed. You can hire an agent to do everything. Barry did a video about getting visas. Yeah, dude. Hi, Barry. Keep up what you're doing. You're doing a great job. FC from the US. Thanks, Dalawan. I think your name probably is Dalawan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I said it already many times on the video, but not a day goes by. I try to say things in a way that, like, sometimes I don't know if people are familiar, but like, people are familiar with imposter syndrome, or like when you just feel like you're like, am I like a fraud? Is this even real? Like, am I doing something worth people's while? Is this dumb? You know how you question yourself with things, and if it's worthwhile or if it's quality. And like, for me, it's something I really care about, so I hope it's quality for people and it's informative and fun. So I appreciate when I get a comment that people say you're doing great, or they like the comment. Although you shouldn't like let comments get to you too much, and it means a lot. It's like, okay, one person found it helpful, I'll keep going. You know what I mean? Even if just one person is enjoying it, I'll keep going. Like, I'll keep going for myself because I'm enjoying it. But just to have one more person along for the ride, thank you so much. Rick from Tennessee, Dan from Athens. I love seeing where people are from. Lao, Thailand, Asia. Hopefully you're doing well. I am doing excellent. And I think it's at this moment, I think I should tell you exactly why I'm doing so good. Not to put anybody on the spot, but We have we have a subscriber that is crazy and obsessed and loves this stuff as much as I do, and has uh, spoken with me and been willing to help me fund a digital nomad visa. And not only fund the digital nomad visa, but instead of just doing a visa run and documenting that process, we're going to do uh, a couple of side trips and go down to Cambodia for it. I could just pop over to. I mean, if you get two land borders to Thailand, which is the deal. But you can usually just pop over the border to Thailand or wherever to do the 1 year visas. Remember though, once you've done the 1 year visa, you don't have to do that. You can renew it in country. It's just the first time you got to pop over the border. And I will document all this, but instead of just popping over the border and doing a video, we're going to do the digital nomad visa video, of course, document it all for everybody, but we're going to be able to travel the South a bit and do some cool travel videos, which this is just going to be so awesome, guys. Like, we're going to be able to see some of the South I've never seen before and get to share it with you guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like my dream and goal was when I was like, I'm not taking no for an answer with this anymore. I am going to work on this night and day. When I finally was like, okay, enough of not being confident and not putting myself out there and not filming or whatever. I came here with a purpose. I've been struggling for a year. Let's go for it. A couple months ago, I'd hoped that by July, my birthday, that if I worked like crazy, that I would be able to start traveling the country and making videos. So for us to be able to have this little trip right now is unbelievable. I'm stoked. Like, I was hoping maybe my birthday's the middle of July, so I was hoping that I could take some kind of trip and do something by then. By the grace of of an amazing person, just blowing my mind, you guys, with the people I'm meeting doing this. We're gonna be able to do a little trip here. So I'm excited to announce that to you guys. I will be leaving. Well, I gotta hash out the details with my with my friend here after this live. Actually, we're gonna hash out the details with him. But I'm thinking, we got some cool places to stop by. But probably stop by and visit Vientiane. Everybody knows Vientiane. She's down in Take. Break up the trip so it's not just one straight shot all the way down to the border, because that's brutal. But go down to visit Vientiane and Take, film videos with her, film some stuff I want to see in Take, and be in Take for a day. I think I'll go down Friday. I'll get the letter around Friday, Saturday, so I'm just kind of trying to play it by like the timing with the letter too, and then plan to try to get to the border Monday, Tuesday, and then after that I'll come back into the country and be in be in the South, visiting some really interesting places, and hopefully, not hopefully, but the plan is, barring like really serious. Remember, I am dealing with an old computer, and we are on the road. I will be trying to everything I can to get videos uploaded at least every 3 days. I usually am uploading every 2 or 3 days, or as it is, every 2 days is my goal right now. While I'm like not traveling, while I'm here in one place, but I hope as long as I can get internet, that's the the hard part will be either I have to buy some extra internet for my phone, or I go into an internet cafe, whatever I gotta do to find fast internet, so I can keep you guys coming along for this journey. Let's show some love to Kamsai from Minnesota. Thanks, bro, for watching. I'm so glad you like them. Every single person that says I love the videos, it's like, yes. I'm gonna make them better and better. You get people that complain, and you get like the odd, like, people don't understand the video or where you're coming from or what there's a bunch of different things. But and you get obviously people saying you can't really waste your time with the comments because it's a mixture of almost like you all the love you could possibly want from people, and then you get like the hate, and it's like a little bit can be a waste of time as the comments get too many. You can't spend a lot of time on comments, but I try to engage with everybody, and I do think I'm pretty good about not letting things get to me. But it sure makes my day. We're still human. We're still human, which is why I think maybe in the future I won't be able to spend a lot of time with the comments because we're human, and the negative comments do hurt a bit. But I get so much nice, positive, kind comments from you guys. Uh, I almost sometimes feel like it's not deserved. Like I got to do better than this. Sammy, I sent MoneyGram to my family in Laos. I sent them receipt number, Facebook Messenger. I have Facebook Messenger. Yeah, yeah. Anybody can add me on Facebook. It's just Lao Legends. I'll keep it on Facebook. It's on my YouTube channel as well. But I'll put my Facebook here. If anybody wants to add me, I'm gonna be completely honest and say that like I haven't hardly done anything with Facebook, so like I don't have any followers or anything on there yet. It's another part that I really need to do because actually a lot of Lao people still use Facebook. The rest of the world's kind of moved on to Instagram, but Laos in general, and I think a lot of people overseas still use Facebook a lot, and I uh, could be making money from posting all my stuff on Facebook too. But I haven't posted hardly anything on Facebook because I never was a social media person. I didn't do anything with social media before I started doing this, and so it's really stretching me to spend as much time as I am on social media. But I got to do more to make this channel grow. But yeah, feel free to add me on Facebook, send me a message. That's probably one of the easiest. This will be probably the easiest way to get in contact. My Facebook is on my YouTube. Uh, so is my email. And email's pretty easy to shoot me an email or send me a message on Facebook. Uh, I try to like make sure I check the requests here and there just in case. But somebody added me that's not a friend or whatever, or sent me a message that's not a friend. Sorry. Sue from Texas, good morning, good evening from wherever you're calling from. Sabaidi, Benadai, Udimi Hangball. So glad to have you here, and thanks for letting us know where you're watching from. Appreciate it. Boyd, rainy season is here, and I'm loving it. You've seen my videos, and I just did another video yesterday. I went on a big ride. Well, it's not that big. It was like 18 kilometers to the destination, but we rode all over the place. We rode along the riverside down south from where I'm at, and then yeah, there's supposed to be a little monument, but I thought it was sarcasm when I read it on the Google Maps, and it was sarcasm, but it was an incredible ride because this rainy season's brought in like the clouds, the cool weather, and now everything's green and the fruit's ripening up and the flowers are blossoming. It is such a beautiful, beautiful time of year. I hope the bike ride translates to video. When they finished, I was like, man, this was very, very much a vlog. And sometimes, yeah, I feel it. I'm like, is this going to appeal to people? Am I going to get some comments from people? Like, because sometimes it doesn't feel informative. It's just like very much a vlog, and I want it to be informative too. Be useful to you guys. But yeah, I've just been on Boyd's comment. I've just been walking around and getting out into out on those dirt roads off the beaten path, enjoying this beautiful weather. So you can imagine how excited I am to start traveling. Like, I know people are scared of rainy season and coming here during the rainy season, and it can be a toss up. I wouldn't recommend it to come like the middle, or there's a specific time. I swear it was maybe it was the end of July. I'd say like end of July, end of July, beginning of August. I just know that there's like the one heavy period that would be like, okay, yeah, it's kind of gonna put a damper on your travels. But the rest of the time, if you're getting like it's raining, massive, massive storm at night or sometime in the day, and then it just moves on, you just gotta enjoy that experience, and then now you gotta enjoy the cool weather, and it brings all the flowers and fruit and lush green. It's like psychedelic green out here when it gets when it gets green. It's crazy. I love reading this comment. I miss running the rice, full setting up traps. That's what I hope to get out there and do. I really want to, just wander the countryside of Lao all over and just be able to learn how to set up fish traps, throw the fish net, do all the different stuff, film that. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that on this trip, something along those lines. Get out there. What is going on, Mitch from Indiana? Thanks for joining us. Wani. I mean, I can say it with English, right? You read it in English and you're like, Vani, okay, cool. I'm sure you guys are all used to like Americans and people butchering your names. So I just would like to know how to say your Lao name so I can call you your Lao name. And in Lao, it looks like today, Wani, Wani. You get a lot of people named Wendy here, actually, which was surprising. I don't know if I came across that name before or I just didn't notice. Wendy. Rick, great, Barry. I just come to visit first, but that's where I want to move and live. I'll try to catch your video when I can. Have a great day. God bless. God bless you, Rick. Check it out, man. If you need any help, let me know. People are super happy to help in the content and the comments and everywhere. Like, yeah, if at the end of the day you still need help, that's where the consultation call is available. Otherwise, I hope to be able to provide all the free content and information to people be able to do everything by themselves. It just, like when I was coming here, it was worth it to me to pay a couple people to help me with the stuff I wanted answers to. This was a big important move to me. So I paid two different people. Yeah, I talked to Todd and I talked to Travel Zone Toast at the time. Two different YouTubers that I wanted to talk to, but yeah, it was super helpful and got me that I got the information I needed and wanted, and it was worth the money to me. Seme, how we get a hold of you when we send MoneyGram to you? Yeah, like the best way to contact me is Facebook or email. I mean, I would put out my WhatsApp because I don't mind. Like I'm in the beginning stages of this journey, and so I'm not really worried about a bunch of junk from people. Like you guys are the foundation of this channel, and I trust all of you so far, like that are here at this point in time. So I'm not really worried about that. But so if you like my WhatsApp, I can give it to you. Especially if you're interested in MoneyGram, I can give that. Should I put that in the chat here? Or can we do a private chat? Let me see if I can private chat you. Is that a possibility on here? I don't. Oh, let's see. Private Sammy. It says private chat. Chat with everyone in the studio. I don't want to chat with them. I would like to just put my phone number on there for. Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes I feel like some people would like to help out, but then it's a struggle to contact each other. Even when I was trying to get in contact with when she first messaged me on commented on my YouTube channel, said she'd like to meet up and chat and like join her live stream. I was like, yeah, and then how do I even contact you? I didn't realize YouTube Okay, go into the about section, find an email. Like it actually isn't that easy to really get in contact. So uh, yeah, you know what? On the lines of that, always talking about MoneyGram and this, that, and the other so much. You know what's free? Hitting the like button. Thanks, Shinobi. Yeah, like it's not all about donating and stuff. If you watch, I'm already super grateful. If you hit like, you share, like wow, I'm now I'm more than grateful. Like you guys are absolute legends. You share it with your friends and like it and leave a comment. Like you're a legend. You know, it makes huge difference for my channel. And if you are able to donate a little bit so I can get some tanghung or some street food, then that's just like unbelievable. So uh, let you can get a hold of me. Let me know if you want my WhatsApp. I can give that. I don't know. I hesitate to put it in the chat. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. Uh, you're gonna need plus 8856 is the Laos code, and then 2057. This is dangerous, but I don't think. Watch, my phone gets blown up by junk mail. I don't know. That's my number, man. Feel free to contact me. Well, I can delete it. Delete comment. People not recommending it. I don't want spam. That's the thing. If you send me a message in WhatsApp or not WhatsApp in Messenger and WhatsApp's easier, then I can add your WhatsApp. But let's move on to the next thing. So I'm lollygagging too long on this. I'm going to Laos next year. Want to meet you in person? Well, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, whenever you got your plans for coming, you let me know and we can figure it out, man, for sure. If we've got to, like I can't wait to put all of your names to a face and get to know you. Sometimes it's lonely out here, and I have to remember, like, I got my family here. There's moments where I'm just working on stuff, and like, I don't have like any super close friends or family yet here. Uh, I've been trying to focus on my purpose and and focus on what I'm doing. And I know the right people will come along in my path as I do that. But sometimes it's lonely, and as you grind away with your purpose, and it'll be nice to put your faces to names and know, like, yeah, this is my family. I got my family here. So, Vanil, don't let Debbie Downers get to you. You have more people that appreciate videos and enjoy watching your videos. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Sometimes I go to click on the comments and I'm like excited to engage with everybody and whatnot, and then it's like the first comment is kind of a downer, and I'm like, let's go work on something else for a minute and come back, because it's just, you're human, and as much as you're like, it's just a random comment, who cares? You still get you a little bit. We keep moving, and I always try to like try to make it positive, whatever they're saying, because at the end of the day, I do think people mean well. They just sometimes, whatever's going on in their life, some reason it came out worded in a negative way, but what they mean is probably a positive thing. So try to take a positive from it and give them a positive reply. Or everything Lao. Hi, very greetings from Bendigo, Australia. My wife is, holy smokes, that is cool. From Australia. Bendigo. I don't even know where this is. This is so cool. My wife is from Baksay, beautiful part of the world. I love people, the friendliest people on the planet. Cheers, Craig. Oh, that is cool. Thanks for joining us. I love seeing where everybody is coming from in the world. That is my whole goal. See on my on YouTube, just to create a community of people that You know, like to live happily, live joyfully, love Lao. This is awesome. Getting people from all, I can't, believe got people from Australia, U.S., Europe. Oh, man, thanks for joining. If someone sent you MoneyGram, they have to give you your receipt number to go pick the money. That's correct. Yeah, but just as soon as you finish the transaction on MoneyGram, it's like here's your number. I keep drawing a blank on what they call the number. It's some sort of authentication or confirmation, whatever the number is. It's like an eight-digit number, if I remember right. You get your number, and you have your ID, your name, and their name, and you can pick it up. You're good. I was in Laos, Dalawan. I was in Laos visiting friend and family since 4 years ago. Since last 4 years, hopefully going back soon. Please keep up what you do. Thank you for sharing Laos. Great job. Awesome. I hope to see you back soon. 4 years, we're due for a trip. We're definitely due for a trip. Come visit me. Hopefully, we're in the same city when you're here, and we can meet up for some. I don't know what do we want to meet up for. Some Sinda, some Kingdom Mike, whatever you're craving. Because I live here and can eat it all the time. If I send money, what name? My name is Barry. My last name is G. That's all you need. Yeah, it's that simple actually. Surprising. My name is Barry G. Barry. Oh, there it is. I was like, didn't even come up. It did come up. I wouldn't put my phone number in the chat. That's why I saw after I put it in. Dance lots of spam, so I deleted it. What? Sammy? Lao lady? I feel so bad this whole time. I'm like, Sammy Channels is a Lao guy. Oh my god. Sammy, I should have known. I've actually had a really good, amazing Chinese student named, her name was Sammy. I've known lots of Sammys that were girls. I just assumed, I don't know, for no reason. I'm sorry. I'm glad to know though. Sammy, lovely. You're so lovely. Thank you so much for always being here and participating and letting me know if I mess something up. Some people just let me say things wrong. I feel bad because I like some things I think, okay, simple enough. Let me teach some Lao. Like, let me teach some fruit, right? And then I go and teach the wrong thing. I'm teaching everybody matsali because I asked all the fruit vendors everywhere I've been. I eat the Asian pear. I eat it like regularly. I almost always have it in my fridge, so I'm always buying it from the shop. Always buying it from the market, and I've asked them countless times. Magni, Vientiane, any man young, Noini, Chao Yang, Noini man young. I ask them a million different ways of asking them, what is this? What is this called? What is this fruit called? And they're all like, Maksali, Maksali. I'm like, and then just the other day, somebody comments, Makdong, Bakdong, Asian pear. And I look on the internet and I'm like, oh, yep. I look up Makdong, and the first thing that pops up, loaded pages of Asian pear. And I've been calling it Maksali, and I taught it wrong in the video. And I'm like, so you live and learn. Like, I appreciate when somebody tells you when you've made a mistake so you can correct it immediately. Thanks. Ulay. Ulay Sammy. Sabayทุกคน Sabay Sabay เจ้า เป็นแนวใด กินข้าวแล้วบ่ Wow. Sabay from Seattle. Sabay, you are the man. I just saw this. Wow. That's huge. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys don't even understand. Like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, my visa was due. It was expiring. I need to renew it. I didn't even know. I didn't even have 50,000 to get food that day. I was like, how am I gonna get food tomorrow? I'm like counting my ones and my twos, 1 and 2,000 key bills. Being like, am I gonna have enough food today? Oh my, how am I gonna renew my visa? Like, and then just a miracle, like got a couple donations, was able to survive, and then another subscriber, as I mentioned, is just out of this world amazing. Is going to help with my visa, and then a $50 super sticker like this, like literally like 2.5 weeks ago, guys. 3 weeks. I didn't even know how I was gonna beat, and like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Dan, Beer Lao and Saint Saman. That's right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The beautiful, the lovely Guy Aunt has joined us or has been here a while. Thanks so much for saying hi, Barry G. Also the same as PayPal, yeah. My PayPal is the same. Or Barry, I keep on saying Barry G. Barry G. It's the same, yeah. Oh, your name is Samantha. Easy enough. Sammy is YouTube me. All right, Samantha, it is. I love it. Do you understand Thai? เออว่าฮอดบัดนี้ยังบ่ฮู้ข้อยก็เข้าใจภาษาไทยได้คือกันเข้าใจภาษาไทยคือกันเอ่อตอนนี้ก็แม่นคนลาวแต่คันสิอยากแปลงโตวเป็นคนไทยก็แปลงได้ก็ต่อไปนี้ต่อไปนี้เฮาต่อไปนี้จะพูดเป็นภาษาไทยดีกว่าเนาะ โอ้สวัสดีตอนเช้าเอื้อยเอ่อพี่แก้วเอื้อยเกือบเกือบเรียกไม่ถูกเนาะแต่ว่าแต่ว่าเราก็พูดภาษาลาวมาโดนนานแล้วเกือบจะเป็นปีเราได้ปีหนึ่งแล้วภาษาไทยมันอาจจะไม่ค่อยแข็งแรงเท่าไรอาจจะพูดติดอ่างน้อยนนิดหน่อยน้อยอาจจะพูดติดอ่างพูดติดอ่างน้อยหนึ่งน้อยนิดหน่อย Even when I try to speak, it's weird. But I'm not speaking to anybody. It feels more normal if I'm talking to somebody in the room. But yeah, it's getting choppy because I'm used to speaking like Lao, but I understand everything in Thai, like everything more so than I do in Lao, even. Yeah, like for my Thai, like guys, I used to do translation work in Thai. I translated medical trials. Official government documents. I was working with a gentleman that worked for the Air Force for how long did he work for the government as a translator before he retired? I don't know, 30 something years. Then he had his translation company for 20 years or something. He took me under his wing to train me as a translator, and yeah, I was translating uh, medical trials, any kind of document that you know, these wonderful companies out there testing their medicine on the poor people out here have to use. That was kind of the reason I didn't want to do it as much too. Like you're reading about symptoms and different things people go through, and it's like, oh my god, like the poor people of this world that are just left with like trial drugs and stuff. So yeah, I had a lot of people be like, why didn't you pursue that? You're making great money, and I did make great money doing that. When you're doing translation, but I don't want to it's soul sucking. You just sat there all day translating one language to the next, and it's not like I'm translating anything that was really I learned a lot, but I wasn't translating so much much positive things, really. Government stuff like official documents, and then the stuff that I didn't want to see, like people's people suffering. So yeah, my Thai is probably what helps me so much with Lao. Obviously, like there's many times where the words are very similar, like just pronounced differently, and especially like with Lao, Thai, and Khmer, Piasa Khmer, which I would love to learn to a higher level. If you guys know what Piasa Khmer is, Khmer, I'd love to learn to a higher level, but like I studied this region of the world. I studied this region's languages fairly in depth, and these languages share a lot of vocabulary because it's from when the spread of Buddhism came this way. So religious, government, a lot of the vocabulary, our higher level proper vocabulary is going to be the same in Thai, Lao, Cambodian, or at least like what is it in Kisah Khmer, like Salarian. Okay, so you got Salah, which we know from Thai and Lao, and you got Rian, which we know is to study from Thai and Lao. Hien in Lao, Rian in Thai. So you got so many things that are overlapping that help a lot. But I'm going off on a language tangent, guys. Bring me back. And we're gonna add like Gal to the show because why not? She adds so much. Let me send this link. Join us, like Gal. Yeah, so Dan said, isn't Max Sally the word for Cornell? That's why I was like, okay, you guys, when I was talking to these vendors, I'm like, I know. I was like, okay, but it would be pronounced different because Sali in Thai is Sali, right? With the my A, and so it's like high falling Sali. And I just thought, okay, so in Lao it'd be Mang Sali, and that's what they were telling me. And then corn is in is Sali with the rising Sali, Mag Sali. So it's different tone. So I wasn't saying corn, but sometimes people thought I was saying corn, of course, because you're a foreigner speaking their language and they think you're just messing it up. But I don't know why, I was told that that was the word for Asian pear because it's clearly not, which was causing a lot of confusion for people when I try to order her. So thank goodness I finally learned. Pak Jong, I should put it in the comments for those that are learning. Pak Jong. Dang it. Jong. Or, as you're going to hear more commonly said with most fruit, Pak Jong. Pak Jong. Good morning.
Good morning สบายดีทุกคนเด้อ
How are you doing?
Oh my god, I just lost track of time. I was out there in the yard.
It happens. I've been having the craziest live stream this morning. Everybody's been putting in loads of comments, and we've been getting super chats, like unbelievable.
Wow.
I'm so grateful. I'm almost speechless.
Exciting. Hello Dan สบายดี Dan สบายดีทุกคนเด้อ Sammy good morning สบายดี
Mitch, you're the man. Thank you so much. Just I know that I mentioned earlier in the stream, I can't thank you guys enough for the super chats. If you'd like to help the channel, please consider sending it through PayPal if you can. I know it could be, if it's easier for you, it's no big deal. Send it. You can send me the super chat, but YouTube takes half of all this stuff, unfortunately. At least from what I saw. Like I don't know if you saw that too, but I swear when I was monetizing,
30% They take
Okay.
30 or 35. Yeah,
It's a lot. It's
a lot.
So anybody subscribes to like be a member of my channel or send me super chat or super like whatever, yeah, they're getting 30%. But if you send me PayPal, then it all comes to me, which then in turn goes to the Lao people here in Laos. So YouTube doesn't need any more money. Send it via PayPal.
So have you did you find out about the bus or
Yeah.
what day you be traveling?
Yeah, so we'll travel to your place Friday. I still have to confirm with the Dan. So, but yeah, the plan would be to travel to your place Friday or over to Take Friday, and then continue either Sunday night or Monday morning, or down to Champasak. But I have different different resources that have said like, oh, ride a bus down to Patsy, and then you take a boat over to Donde, and then you take a van to the border, and then one said you go down to, yeah, it's
Okay,
Donde.
I say you take the bus to Takek, and then from Takek you can take the minivan. It's a lot faster with the
Mm-hmm.
minivan because they
Yeah.
do have minivan here from Takek to like Seno,
Mm-hmm.
because Seno they have bus station also, but it's
Yeah.
easier to take the van. So
Yeah.
you can do the van from Seno to
Uh-huh.
Paksay. I would rather
Okay.
do that if I travel by bus.
Yeah. 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 From what I've been researching, that was kind of what I was thinking too, because the bus is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have to travel by car or whatever, if you're not flying or like train or something, then uh, I feel like the van is like the least painful option. They're all painful,
Yes.
but the van's at least in the van either way you're gonna be squished in there, especially as a foreigner. But at least the van's a little bit faster. You're not just. I mean, the bus could stop. It could just be all day stopping, picking up people and their chickens, and who knows what.
Oh my God, one time during the COVID, we traveled by bus from
Hmm.
Vientiane to Taikek. It was
Hmm.
almost just me and Joe in the bus, and the rest is like a bag of corns. So we're like
Seriously?
sitting on top of a whole bunch of corns.
Yeah, I've just had so many. That's why I'm like, I've traveled enough all over Asia that I know what I'm getting into, and I think most. I just want to make a travel video that I can recommend to people. For I don't want to take a path that I wouldn't recommend. You know what I mean? I already
Mm-hmm.
know the buses are going to be horrendous. They always are. So avoid those at all costs, because it's going to be like loads of stops. It could be all kinds of different things on there, and so I just need to find a van. So find a van that makes pretty good time, and then yeah, you just gotta oh, deal with it. The
Because
brutal
they
travel.
do have the minivan run from Takek to Savanakhet every
Hmm.
hour. They take
Hmm.
off every hour.
Yeah.
But you don't go all the way to Savanakhet. You stop at Seno and tell them that you want to go to Paksay, and then they'll
Hmm.
they'll let you know which bus, which van to take. They're pretty helpful.
Well, how much is the van from Takag down to Paksay that you saw?
Well, I know from Takek to Savanakhet is about um no more than 100,000 kip. So from Seno to Paksay must be twice as much because
Yeah.
it's like a longer distance. It's about two or three hundred
Yeah.
thousand kip. So $15.
Yeah. That's what I was seeing. I was seeing like it depend if you take like a one long trip, then it was like crazy. You're spending, it was like $30-$40.
Mm-hmm.
But if you separate it, then it's going to be like each leg is going to be like $15, 10 to $20 for each leg. Because I got to go here from Vientiane to Takag
Mm-hmm.
to Bakse, and then Bakse you go down to the islands. I don't know how you get there, right?
Um, did you have chance to check out Nat video? Look like
Yeah, I
he
watched.
just take um they have like a service,
Hmm.
like car or van service
Yeah, yeah.
from Pakse to the island.
Hmm. Exactly, yeah. So car service to the island. Then from the islands, you got to take another car service to the border.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be like 15, $20 each leg for that. All right, yeah. And then on the way back, I'm not so worried on the way there. Just want to get there, and then on the way back, then we'll plan all the like side trips. Go to Wapu, and then
Mm-hmm.
we'll figure out side trips on the side trips on the way back. But man, I'm super excited. Super excited. Oh,
To the island, though, from what I see, is really beautiful.
and now that the rain started, everything's going to be green and lush, and fruit's super cheap right now because all the fruit is ripe, getting ripe. Oh, everybody's saying hi. I didn't even see that. Everybody said hi to you. All right, let's check out this comment. My everything Lao. My 11-year-old stepdaughter is fluent in Lao, Thai, and English. If she ever decides to return and live in Lao, I think translating might be a good career option for her. Hey, if you are fluent in other languages, I really highly recommend people to pursue opportunities to use it because the more languages that you can do things in fluently, then the more opportunity, just creates lots more opportunities for you. Yeah, translating could be good. Like it just depends what you like. Like there's lots. There's not a lot of options with languages. Like for me, going to school for basically this area, I know, I know that's what I'm trying to create. Basically, like a path for me to use my languages because there's not a lot of paths for you as somebody going down that route if you're interested in a region of the world and like social studies and those types of things. Like you can go work for like foreign service, you can go work for the government, or you can be a translator, you can be an interpreter. But translation is quite I mean, it takes a special person. You just sat there, like you sat in front of the computer, reading, translating sentence to sentence. It's not a glorious job by any means. It's pretty lonely. Interpreting is more fun. It's more challenging, but she definitely it pays even better because it's challenging. You got to interpret things on the spot for people, but I think it's a lot more fun because you're interacting with people. Just be in front of your computer alone all the time is rough. All right, let's continue on. Oh, Mitch says, "What is your PayPal?" It's the same. You Barry G. My name, Barry G. I always say Barry G because I usually put just Barry and then my initial, but it's Barry D. Uh, yeah, that's my PayPal. That's easy enough. Thanks for asking. Because I keep saying like send PayPal rather than super chats, but yeah.
What happened to King and Gail's show this morning? Oh.
Oh no.
King's been kind of sick and busy with her work, and I've been having too much fun with my yard and garden that I forgot to keep track of time and days. It's terrible. And I've been wanted to give you guys an update on how to apply for 12 month visa, and I didn't even get a chance to sit down and do that.
Mm.
That's how my time is in Laos. Like I don't have a schedule for anything. It's bad.
These videos are going to be big for us both. You know, the visa videos, my visa videos did probably some of the best videos I've made as far as views, but I think the digital nomad visa for both of us, those videos will do really, really well because that's big news. That's huge news for Laos. Out of everywhere in the
Yes.
world, it's shocking because I mean, how many countries for years and years and years people have been begging for them to have a digital nomad visa, and now a little old Lao has a digital nomad visa. Does Thailand even have a digital nomad visa at this moment? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. I never heard of it. I heard of
I don't think so.
retirement, but that's like required. Like their requirement is crazy. Like you have to have
Hmm.
certain amount of money in bank. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. It's too much.
I just think it's a huge, huge thing for people because you got so many digital nomads going to Bali or going to Thailand to set up their home base, and you've got this beautiful country that it's very similar to Thailand. I mean, it's its own unique place, but for as much as people love Thailand, like Laos is just as lovable, you know. And this it'd be an amazing home base for people, especially if you want to experience a place that it is still raw. It still holds on to a lot of traditions and the older culture than it hasn't been as westernized as Thailand or Bali yet. So it's a very special place to be right now for people. And I think this digital nomad visa is going to open it up for folks that want to come try it out.
I'm excited about it. I mean, especially I want to like go back and forth between Laos and Thailand. And
Mm-hmm. Not
every time
paying.
I'm thinking about going to Thailand, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to pay for visa every time I come back to Laos.
Right.
Just go over for a little shopping and I have to deal with visa every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wait.
Yeah. Yeah. You just wait. Well, now you
Just
won't have to
wait
wait
until I
anymore.
have to, yeah, just until I have to renew my visa, then I go to Thailand.
Dan's asking to join us for a second. I had the link in there, so I'll put the link for you, Dan. You can join us for a second here. Oh no, where's the? Hey, I thought I put the link. Copy link. There's the link if you'd like to join us for a moment here.
Have you tried
Oh,
the what they call it, the VIP bus? Have you tried that, the overnight bus?
not here in Lao. I haven't.
Mm. I don't hear like I guess it's okay, but I don't hear good thing about it. It's just too small
Yeah.
and I don't feel safe to like sleep in the bus at night and people are driving. Maybe they're sleepy, maybe they're tired. So I don't feel
Yeah.
safe or comfortable.
Yeah. I don't prefer it. I had a friend that went down to the 4,000 Islands, and he took the sleeper, and he's young and he didn't mind it too much, but he
Mm-hmm.
still talked about he still talked about how long and difficult it was of a journey, and that's always been my experience since the first time going to Thailand. People be like, "Oh, we're gonna save time and we're gonna sleep on the bus on the way there," and you get to your place in the morning, and of course you didn't sleep well, so you just lost a night of sleep to travel, and now you arrive to your destination absolutely exhausted. So no, I'm not a fan of it. It's mostly because like yeah, out here unfortunately a lot of the drivers are on drugs to keep them awake, and it's terrifying. I don't like it. So that's why actually I prefer the van, even though it may not be that much safer, but like the buses would scare the living daylights out of me because these guys are on like whatever to keep them up for hours and hours and days.
Oh, at
Yeah,
least the minivan, they, you can choose to go day or night. But
right.
I feel like the sleeping buses, they run at nighttime. Is that why they call
Dance.
it sleeping, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
then you sleep through the night and wake up and you're there. Lena สบายดีเด้อ
Providing Tucson.
สบายดี
Somebody.
Dan.
How are you,
Wow,
Dan?
we get to
I
see
am
your
doing well.
face.
Yes, as ugly as it is.
But not yours, like, yeah.
No, not
Yes.
mine. I just got out from my yard and garden, so you don't want to see my face.
I love that video where you discussed the visa as you worked in your yard. It was fascinating to watch you. I was really pleased with that. That was really good. Well, anyway, I just wanted to check and see if this works for me because I've never done this before, but evidently you can see my ugly face, and I do appreciate you bringing me into the conversation. I'm excited for you, Barry, and I'm excited for you as well, Ko. And once you get your digital nomad visas, I see big things and a bright future for all of you. That sounds great. So now I know this works, and we will do this again sometime when I'm more presentable and I look like I'm awake. But anyway, I know it works, so that's good news. And to everyone who is currently in the channel, appreciate you guys following Barry and Ko and supporting their efforts because they are excellent efforts to inform the world about Lao and the beauty and the people and the culture and the language. And I'm quite excited to be involved. I'm going to sign out again, and we'll talk later. Okay.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
Dan.
Good to see
Log
Nice to
on.
see you.
Okay. Somebody, boy, and Lao. Boy, somebody.
Your Lao is on point. Your Lao is good.
Is it? I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Kwedahin Valpasa Lao, Pipan Koloy Jetsi song.
Wow.
So, Koi Lum Leo, but I'm working on it, trying to get better.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love seeing you. I love seeing you still working on it, and we're gonna get you up to speed here in no time.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see you and Barry sit together and had a conversation in Laos, and people will be turning around. They're like, "Are they speaking Laos?"
I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We'll have you out here and just go out and do some stuff and have us both in the video talking to people, and that would be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And what I've learned, a trick here for the language, watching your channel, Kale, is I set the settings at half speed. So I catch about every other word, and sometimes I'll catch a whole stream of words, and I go, "Damn, I'm getting good at this." So it's really good. I do appreciate it, and we'll chat later. I'll get back off the channel so you guys can talk. But I'm so pleased that things are going well for both of you.
We appreciate you, Dan.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.
See ya. Man, what a guy. What a guy. Sammy is from Baksay. Okay. I'll have to, is there anywhere in Baksay I should check out? I'm still trying to plan the side trips because I haven't been to the South at all. So it's a little hard, like planning what do I want to see other than like start with the basics. But I'm sure that we'll figure it out. So if there's anything anybody wants to see or any suggestions, please send them my way because
Travel in Laos.
I'm gonna be
planning
full time.
Yeah. Do you feel like how I feel traveling in Laos? Planning is kind of difficult, huh? I think just
Very difficult.
Just go with the flow. Because
It's
people
it,
are not on time, and even you
mhm,
schedule it, sometimes they
yeah,
don't show up. Even you said, "Oh, can you pick me up tomorrow? We'll go here and there." They
right.
don't show up.
That's why it's really hard to plan the budget. That's why it's hard to plan like exactly how much. Like you can kind of have like ballpark, but it's really
Hmm.
hard because you don't know exactly. You don't know how the day's gonna go, and it really. I love that about Lao. If you have that convenience as a person, like for me, I have the time because this is what I'm doing, right? I love that I can just like. There's no. It doesn't have to be like this time I gotta be here. This is. You just kind of go with the flow and then you have cool experiences meeting interesting people. But if you were on a schedule, I find that like yeah, I can see why people get frustrated coming out here and traveling or get frustrated with certain things because yeah, being on a schedule here would be very very difficult. As you
Yeah,
said, what if people don't show up?
don't even think about it. You're like, schedule? No. Time? No, forget it. If you're in Laos, just get used to it. Just be
But
really
it's
open-minded and be
yeah,
really understanding.
I can see both sides. Like there's been moments where I'm like, gosh, I'm not getting done what I wanted to get done. This is frustrating. Like it's putting me behind. But then I don't know. I guess I just learned to be positive about it because it happens so much where plans fall through. Like this, whatever you weren't able to. The bus didn't travel to this place. Whatever, something didn't work how you thought it was going to work. But it ended up because you just took it in a positive way and like, okay, let's roll with it. And what now that this didn't work, what can we do? uh, yeah, it seems to work itself out. But man, it wasn't working out when I was constantly stressing, when I was getting upset about it and being like, nah, rather than just be like, no, okay, next thing up. That's all you can do. Be like, okay, what's the next thing I can do? No big deal. I guess happened a lot like that. But then I've ended up having a lot of good experiences because one thing fell through, and then because that thing didn't work, then I did something else, and yeah, it was fine. So I totally am. I'm ready for that on this trip. Like, okay, you plan a budget. The thing is, that it just doesn't. Luckily in Lao too, if things don't happen like you thought, like okay, maybe you stay here an extra day, or the bus didn't come, or you're gonna take, uh, you're gonna go to do this thing instead of that thing that you planned on. It's never like it breaks the bank because the plans didn't go through. You know what I mean? So it's not. You don't have to be too stressed. Like, and if other things in other places didn't go as planned, you'd be really like, oh, this is going to cost us an arm and a leg. But here, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out the way you thought it would, yeah, don't stress it. Just enjoy the flow of things. Most of all, like here, I think like as long as I'm as long as I'm like interacting with the Lao people and I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like things work themselves out. I'm happy. Like, but the worst thing to do is just be like an angry person sat there like not talking to anybody because things didn't work out your way. I don't know. You just learn how to be loud. You're like, okay, things didn't work out. Let me grab some food and chat to some people.
I mean, we kind of have to, right? We have to learn to
Yeah,
be Laos because we're here in Laos. If we don't want to be Laos, then don't come to Laos. Don't you think? Like, to stay where you're
right.
at. Then
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
probably don't make too much sense if you come to Laos and then you want them to be like do things the way you do. I don't think it works that way. You're gonna stress yourself out if you think like
Right. Oh, we got something for you. We got Hawk wants to join your live
that.
to buy
Like
the
this
security guy
Saturday,
some
because
food.
I wanna send you super things to buy some food.
This is hilarious. I mean, let us know what you think of the road trip between Vientiane and Bakse. But yeah, you need to answer. Like, let her know when she can help you out with the security guy's food.
security guy. I don't. Who?
Okay, you don't even know who.
Who
But
is Lena talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. It must be somebody in your video. But for everything Lao, I mean, probably one of the worst roads. I've traveled a bit of Laos, so when you hit those bad roads, it's just, man. I traveled. Remember, I have those videos from Savanakhet, so I traveled from Vientiane down to Takeg to Savanakhet, and wow, those were some of the worst. It was just like every bit of the road was massive potholes, so like there was nowhere for anybody to really even drive around the potholes. So it was literally like bumper to bumper, just driving through all these holes in the road. Uh, yeah, it stinks. It stinks. So hopefully the roads will gradually improve because that would change travel here a lot, wouldn't it? The north is getting better. The south still got some catching up to do.
Yeah. I think it's at least up to I want to say 70 to 80% done. The road from Vientiane to Takek. So it's
Is
not
it just
that
that
bad.
beginning bit?
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? It was really bad. It's like really bad as you drive from Vientiane, as you get close
Like
to Paksan,
Paksan. Uh-huh.
and when you leave Paksan, like that gap between getting close to Paksan on either side, like coming from Vientiane or coming from Takhet, that bit of Paksan is terrible, terrible. But then it gets better as you get closer to Takhet, much better. Dan says that Thailand just announced a digital nomad visa beginning 1st of June. They literally would be making bank off of a digital nomad visa, and then really like how much hassle are they going through, and everybody that's doing it going through with the current system of visa runs. It's really silly. Like charge it, charge a normal fee. Like, hey, you want to be here a year? It's like $500-600. I think that's pretty reasonable. Like what we got going on with Lao. Okay, Owen says supposedly the cabinet passed some legislation making visas to Thailand easier. They may introduce a digital nomad visa. I haven't heard confirmation from official sources yet. What was the source on that? I saw something in Bangkok Post, but immigration has nothing on their website yet. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just something in the Bangkok Post, but it will be interesting. I really think like it's in their favor. They'd be making great money, and they would relieve a lot of hassle on their side and the applicant side. Not the applicant side, and our side, the people applying for the visas, because right now Thailand, you got to do all the two land crossings, then you got to fly, and it's just like how many people I ran into over the years that wanted to stay in Thailand, but you always had that looming over your head, just the visa difficulties. But we don't have that right now. We are in Laos, and Laos is the little brother of all these more progressed countries. But yet, why does it seem like Laos had faster internet before them? Laos has digital nomad visa before them. I remember being in Thailand, people always shitting on Cambodian and Lao people in their country, and then being like, "Oh yeah, but they do have faster internet." You're like, all right, so it's not so bad. You're not that progressed, you know. And even if you were, why does it matter? Dan, you look handsome. Hey, Dan's the man.
Dan's the man. Where is he right now? Oh, is he traveling like business travel? He's
Last time I talked to him, I thought he had just got back home, though. So I'll be talking to him right after this. We'll see. We'll see. I know he was traveling this week, though. Hey, Bo, I appreciate you watching the videos to the end. Anybody that watched the videos to the end, I really appreciate it. I mean, hopefully that it means it was interesting enough to watch. But if it was just to help out, then I really appreciate that.
Like you say, if you don't want to listen to it or watch it, just let it run in the background.
Yeah, just let it run. It ain't for everybody. If
Right?
one
It
day you're
doesn't
like,
cost anything. Just you
yeah,
already paid for the internet, so just let it run.
yeah, I did that for videos for people. I really enjoyed their content, and then I also like, I don't know, I just that's just the type of content I like. So sometimes I used to leave Now and Laos videos on in the background just because I was doing something else and I wanted to have that reminder of that feeling of like I'm working towards getting to Lao. I'm working towards getting to Lao. You know,
Yeah, because
so
mostly I'm listening more than watching. So yeah, I do the same. I just let it run and listen. Or I'm working, or I'm, you know, doing
yeah,
my
it
yard
depended
works and
on
stuff.
what type of video it was. Like if it's a video that I'm like, oh, I really something I'm really interested in, then I would, obviously pay closer attention. But if it was something general vlogish type of video, then I would, you know, let it play in the background and do other stuff as well. Awesome. Dan, thanks. I just got a notice that Tim Newton today has uploaded a video about the changes. I'll check that out after the live stream. Well, that's huge news. That's huge. Sammy, go take pics at Pusalau so you can look around Paksay City. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Pusalau. What I hope I get that right.
วัดผู้ว่ะ วัดผู้
Is
บอก
that what? Is that what Puba?
Yeah, I think so. อยู่เทิงวัดผู้ตรงที่มีพระหลายๆหั่นนะ Up there, you can look down and you can see the whole city.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta plan these out for sure. Well, it's about 10 o'clock here, Sammy, in the morning. So I think
โบส
we
บา
had
ย
a
ดี
great, we had an awesome live stream today. I'm super happy with everybody that joined. Dan's at home in Athens. Oh, glad to have you back home, Dan. I know you're traveling before. I am absolutely blown away by our live stream today. We've had over 20 people, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Gail joined us after gardening.
I forgot. I actually forgot about your live stream. I just happened to take a break for coffee. I have like doing my coffee break, and I turn on the computer. I'm like, oh, there is live. Because I don't have my phone with me. I hardly check my phone. I'm terrible with keeping in touch and all that. I'm like
Don't
as
worry about it.
old-fashioned as you can get.
I get people that complain to me all the time, but mostly just those random people that don't understand that people have lives, and they're like, "I've messaged you. Why didn't you answer?" You're like, "It's not like have my phone on me. It's like, boop, and I'm like, hey, immediately I gotta, my phone sits and does its own thing. I'm busy, and then when I want to pick it up and do business on it, then I pick it up. But otherwise, it's nice to be free from it. Especially like if I like in the mornings, like I wake up right away and I like to get out the door for a walk. I don't even take my phone with me. It's just nice to wake up and be disconnected and connect just with a walk and yourself and life with before all of the bombardment of everything on the phone.
I
But
feel bad for kids nowadays. Do you see how like the little kid in the back of their parents' bike and they're like playing with their phone the whole time and they don't even look at what's around them.
right,
Even when
you
they're
know
like
what?
in the back of the bike.
it's really sad because it just is so different from growing up for us and even me. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
first came to this region of the world, like people were even more friendly and more talkative because they didn't have the phone or anything to distract them. So it was like you see some random foreigner that's never around this area. Of course, you're gonna be like, "Hello, what's going on?" You know what I mean? Now they just look down at their phone and they try to, they're shy and like they didn't see you. But I swear, it really is a problem. Like it's just separating us from each other rather than bringing us together. Like if people don't have it when you're outside, then you talk to each other, you interact with each other. But you just see everybody with their heads in their phone. And that's why I don't take it. Because if I take it, inevitably on my walk, I'll like think of something, then I look up a word that I was curious about, or I look, oh, I better send this person a message with this. Like, no, I'm here to walk and smile and say hi to people and talk to people and start my day off like, you know, with real life stuff. So
Yeah, I'm not as friendly as you guys. You and Joe are kind of like similar. You guys out there saying hi to people, saying sabadi to almost everybody that you pass by. I don't.
yeah, I feel like a bit like I want to, but I should because every single person I walk by, they're looking at me anyways. They're gonna make eye contact with me because they're curious of like, is this really a foreigner walking out here? Like, oh, blue eye, his blue eye. Yep, this blue eyed foreigner. So as soon as somebody's like, like looking at me, of course. Plus, I'm walking on these dirt roads. Like, yeah, like there's no way for you to not like cross paths and like acknowledge each other. So I feel like it'd be weird for me to just like walk by and like not say hello. I don't know. That's just me. But I was like that back home. Like I feel weird when I walk past people and you just pretend like each other aren't there. I don't know. For me, it's like it doesn't take any effort. I see you, you see me. How you doing?
You know what?
Good
I
day.
already forgot almost what life is like in America. I think I've
Mm.
been here too long.
Yeah. That's true. It's true. I feel it sometimes. Sometimes when I pass somebody and like they really like maybe they're too shy, but they like completely go out of their way to like avoid having to have small talk with you. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it was like in the U.S. It just doesn't happen all that often here, and if it does happen here, it's usually because I don't know, either they look like they're really shy, or I just assume that like they're having a bad day or something. Because most people, uh, yeah, it's mostly because they're shy and they don't want to be put in a position where like now they gotta try to speak English with me. They're scared. So I understand that. I don't know. It really makes my day, and I feel like it makes other people's day. So uh, it's just I just try to say hi. Like it really does. Like when I'm like having a little bit of a struggle with whatever I'm doing, it's like, oh man, this was so nice. I just was on this walk, and this guy was. We just had a little chat, and that was so love. That was just so nice, and gets me through the little difficult times of the day. Where your
Yeah,
computer
like
is being a
you gotta
piece of crap.
appreciate little things like that living in Laos.
Yeah.
Like you don't get that back home.
No, like
People
yesterday
are
I'm
so
walking.
friendly. It's like
Yesterday I
when
was
they start talking to you, they make you feel like
mhm,
you know them forever. It's like
right.
we know each other before.
And yesterday I'm on my bike ride with Helen from Russia. It was too for long, but like you just see as we get closer to people, like people just like start smiling bigger and bigger and bigger until like they're almost like smiling and like nodding their head as we get up to them. And so like, how am I not going to be like, hey, how you doing? Like they clearly are like super happy to see you, and it's like, where else do people get happy just seeing you riding a bike? So yeah, I always talk to people, and it makes their day, makes my day. It's great. It's just an easy way to keep keep the positive momentum going. All right, let's go back to this comment here because Owen says Now and Lao is the first Lao-based channel that I watched. Me too. And yeah, he's been pretty much the only guy for a long, long time that I found. And he puts out great content. He does, but he's also always complaining about the roads too. Yeah, he's not lying. He's not lying. It's the one struggle. Like if the roads were good, man, I would just. I mean, I think they'll continue to get better. They're already getting better going north, but that's what the difference is between Thailand and Laos. Really, like people taking motorcycle trips and all that. Like we do it here, but I just heard that well, Thailand is just like just go. It's beautiful roads, but here, yeah, a little bit more challenging. But that I hope to get out on those roads, and we'll let you know which ones are good and which ones maybe to avoid.
Yeah, same here. Before we came to Laos, my husband asked me about Laos. He's like, "So what is like in Laos?" So I told him just go watch Now in Lao because I don't know. It's like I left Laos
Yeah.
long time ago. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah, you have to experience it for yourself. You gotta come experience it. Sammy says, if let it run, you're right at home or at work with free Wi-Fi. That's right.
Hmm.
It's not costing anything. It is wild to think that like, okay, if I have like 1,000 friends and you're just like, hey, just everybody throw those videos on, you can literally making money just throwing videos on and not watching it. Yeah, I never went the route of trying to just get my friends to subscribe. So we're doing all right. If everybody throws a video on and lets it run through, we're doing all right. Gal, where did you live in the States? Oh, you already answered it. See, I've heard this. This is interesting. Gal, where did you live in the States? Here in the South, we wave at or greet everyone we pass. See, I've heard this. My parents complained. My dad specifically complained that the States was not like Canada, where he's from, and people were always very friendly. And I'd heard people say that in different parts of the U.S. were I'd say like in the Midwest where I grew up for the first half of my life, it was much more friendly. But the West people are just a little bit, I don't know, in their own world. I wouldn't even say that they're scared or shy. I'd just say that people just like to keep to themselves a lot of times. But then as soon as but if you do say hi to people, you get the few that don't do anything, and then you'll run into the people that do appreciate it. So it's not a waste of time. I've met plenty of people being friendly. What's this? FC from Suwanakid. Sabadi like hi, Tansong. Sabadi Tao.
สบายดี
Welcome. Thanks for coming. Oh, have you visited Lao Thing or Lao Sun? Oh, Lao Tung or Lao Sun? I haven't. There's so much for me to experience and to share with everybody because what you see on my channel is basically what I've done with what do I have any videos left of stuff? I don't think I think I have video. No, I don't really have anything left as far as like travels of Laos. So what you see on the channel is where I've been really. I have a lot left to document and to share with everybody.
I think you're gonna start to travel a lot, huh, Barry?
I just have that feeling. There's something about it. I don't know. Like after talking about this trip and like researching it and speaking with Dan and stuff, like something about this trip, it just kind of feels like, oh, I think this is the start of
Mm-hmm.
me traveling Lao. Like, and that's what I was hoping that I'd be able to take like a trip to film and do stuff by my birthday. So my birthday is the middle of July, so this is huge to be able to take this trip and get some content from traveling before then. That was my goal, and now I just kind of feel like, wow, if I get this digital nomad visa and the way that the channel is going and everything, like it kind of seems like I might be on the road for a minute here going forward. Like I know I have a this place I'm staying with South King here, as most people know. I do need to find my next place to live. July 19th, July 20th. Actually, July 20th is when they asked that they have somebody coming to stay here. So I need to find a new place. My birthday is July 19th. So basically, my birthday, yeah, maybe we'll be traveling. I think I'll do this trip and then come back here and stay for a minute, and then just plan on kind of being on the road from there because it's what I wanted in the first place. I thought if I could somehow, some way, work as hard as I can and build this channel to a point where I can be traveling by my birthday, even if it was a little trip, but like legitimately, if I could
Hey, it seems like
start,
it's happening. Seems like
that
it's
would be
happening for
incredible.
you.
Because it's the best time of year, you know. It's the rainy season. It's getting lush. Like if you travel, you see the waterfalls are going to be full. Everything's going to be beautiful, and then it's just going to get better because you start getting closer to October. And like if I could travel from July till the end of the year, just travel the whole country, I think that's a perfect time of year to do it. You maybe rainy season a little bit will be a little bit tough for like July, August, but that's all right. And then it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous the rest of the time, you know. October, November. I sure hope so. I want to go visit this Lao Tung and Lao Sung. I love hearing the different accents. You know, you go somewhere new and you're like talking to them, even though you can understand. Like by all measure, they speak a completely like it's like Thai and Lao. You know, you go to some of these places and maybe their accent, whatever dialect they're speaking, is just like it's different. Like Thai and Lao are different, but I can understand because I know Thai and Lao. So it's just fun. It's just fun. Like I can't wait to explore all the little like dialects, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up some fun stuff along the way. Some fun words from different areas. What is Owen saying is, why was in Roy at 20 years ago, none of the back roads were paved. Roads would be washed out in the rainy season. Locals told me that the village had no electricity 15 years before I visited. Yeah, this is interesting because for me, if you say 20 years ago, my first experience in leaving the country, leaving U.S., my first experience in Laos, or not Laos, but overseas was in the Isan, in Loy at about 20 years ago, 2006. And yeah, that's actually a reason why I love Laos so much is because it really reminds me right now of like Isan, like kind of how the Isan was back then, like 20 years ago, when it was, you know, Lao does have technology that it didn't. Like back then, everybody was barely starting to like maybe nobody even had email, nobody even had Facebook or email in 2006. Like people, some very few people would go to the internet cafe to send emails or you know webcam chat with somebody overseas, but most of the people played only did games online, and that was still pretty new at that time. And yeah, it was still like the main city was paved, and then as soon as you got out of the main areas, it was yeah, like you were 5 minutes from the city center, 5 to 10 minutes from the city center to dirt roads, and that's kind of how it is in Laos everywhere, even Vientiane. Like anywhere in Vientiane you're probably about 10 minutes or less from some dirt roads in farmland, which I like. So
Even raining season,
what's that?
even raining season, you still like that dirt road?
Oh man, yeah. It's not the dirt roads that make it difficult. I don't know. I got over it. I got over it last year at the beginning. It was just killing me, and then you have to. I had to change my mindset because it was like every time I was have to do something, I was frustrated. I'm like, this rain. I can't. I'm gonna be soaked. What am I gonna do? And then I had to be like, you know what? I just get to go out there and have fun in the rain, and nobody
Yeah,
cares
instead
about
of being
anything.
mad about it.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be wet. We're all gonna be wet, so I may as well just go out there. And then I did, and then every time I was driving, I'd just be laughing at like we'd be get splashed or like you know, unfortunate things would happen that before you'd be like losing your mind and annoyed. And I know that other people probably you're like, dang, this is making my day difficult. But I'd just be like laughing because I changed my mindset. I was like, I'm going to take in my bag the clothes I'm going to wear for my class. I'm going to wear sandals on my motorbike, and I don't care how wet I get, whatever. I'll have a little towel. I'll go to the bathroom, wipe off, clean up the best I can real quick, and throw my teaching clothes on. And that's what I did. That's the one.
Yeah,
And I just enjoyed it.
life is so much better if you don't get mad about every little thing. It's like
Right.
it's out of your control. You can control it. You can't change it. So why get mad about it?
Right. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, that's really the difference. That's really one thing I love about Lao. It just helped me as a person to things I knew that I should be doing. It's helped me to really to be that type of person now, not just be like, oh, I should do that, but I changing and becoming better now because of it. Because things don't go to plan, and you know, you just it's just mostly like, okay, so for example, I go out with this. If I go hang out with somebody, for me, I'm always just like, let's you make the most of the situation, just like you said, like and when people are like, oh, it's so hot, and or this, that, and the other, and they're letting it affect
Uh-huh.
the they're letting it affect the situation. They're bringing the vibe down. You're making it no fun. That's when I'm like, okay, I don't like this type of. I don't like to be around this type of person. I like to be around people who are like, okay, there's mud, it's raining, it's hot, we're sweating. Who cares? We're still having fun. Let's have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Otherwise, people just find a million things to complain about, and it's like they just like everything is such a massive obstacle, and you're like, ah, man, it's just not fun anymore. So, just opinion.
Yeah, that's right.
I have people laughing at me like before. They're like, even when it rains, you're getting wet. Even when it rains, you're out here riding your bike. You're out here walking. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna change my what I want to accomplish in my day. Like, that kind of to me, that's like the if you're like that, you're just like somebody that's like blown by the wind. You whatever whatever comes along just blows you off track of what you wanted to do because it wasn't what you felt like or convenient. Like, how is that ever gonna get? How are we ever gonna get where we want to go? So we keep it moving. It's raining and we're still out there riding, filming, enjoying. I like this. This is interesting. Bo says it's a totally different language up there. They speak Mon Khmer language line up my family. See, I don't even know any of that. Like people that speak Khmer, I've been watching like YouTube videos and stuff because I am interested in Hmong because it's a completely super interesting language to me as a language learner, somebody that's interested in languages and stuff. It's kind of a combination with like Southeast Asian, Thai, Lao, like and Chinese. Like it's really really interesting and sounds really cool. And I don't know, I'm a nerd, but I'd love to learn it because most of the time people speak Hmong if they don't speak Lao out here. But I looked at Khmu as well. So I was like, oh, maybe this is another dialect I could pick up, like a Luang dialect or something, and it's nothing like it's like I don't know. It's in the Cambodian Khmer language family, and it's even though they say somebody love, it's like it's not really Lao. But yeah, I'd love to learn some of these different dialects and interesting languages. There's loads of them with the different ethnic groups here. Okay. They forgot how to speak it when they moved down low over 100, 200 years ago. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I love this type of stuff. Make videos kind of like, about the historical stuff and language. So when a kid, wow, Lao can
Kaputai Lai. Oh, I didn't know that.
Putai Lai. Oh. Yeah, Putai is interesting. That's why I was looking at Khmu because I listened to Putai and I was like, oh, Putai I felt like I could listen to and understand and I could pick out the words that were different and start putting together like, okay, this is kind of how their tones
ผู้
work.
ไทยกับ
This is
ลือ อันเดียวกันบ่
I don't know. Are those the same? There's the
Both
one
seem
guy
to
that has
know.
the YouTube channel here. What's the name? Una channel. He makes great content, and he does a lot of Putai content, which is pretty interesting. It's
Oh, the guy that has
interesting
studio, Una.
yes, Una Studio. I love
Okay.
his videos. He does great videos, and he's all about like. What I love about him is he does videos with people, but he's also teaches a lot of people how to do YouTube. He always seems to be helping people like pay it forward and help people find a better way to mix with helping people make a YouTube and make a little income, like doing things to help people have a better life. Like he's always doing
He produced good music too, right? I've
good
listened
music,
to
and
his good music.
he'll be out in the countryside and like he'll
Mhm.
like if he finds like a good looking kid or whatever, he'll offer him like opportunity to come work, maybe with whatever, I don't know, the business or something. Go like do something. I've seen him always offering jobs and helping people and doing stuff. So
Mhm.
the dude's awesome, and it's the language is super interesting because
And that's
well,
what? And that's ผู้ไทยบ่ That's ผู้ไทยบ่
Putai,
Okay.
yeah. What was one word that they like? Well, there's one vowel that's very interesting. Al. They instead of saying hi, I think the IE is instead of an IE, it's like an au. And most of the time in Lao and Thai and these Thai languages, the au vowel has been lost and everything's IE, and the au only stays with like some of these older languages like Cambodian and Putai has it. So I don't know. There's interesting linguistic stuff in there that's gonna bore everybody.
You
That's the
already
one.
lost me.
Thai Lao Pinong Kan. Yes, we're all brothers and sisters out here. Isan was part of. Yes, it was. That's why. And like that's why you have the Lao. I need to make sure I can remember the exact names. But yeah, just like we have Lao Wiang, we have Lao Vieng, we have Lao Luang Prabang, we have Lao Yuan in Ubon, you have Lao whatever Klang in Kola, like there's the Lao whatever. They're all over and they speak their own little version of Lao, but yeah, it doesn't matter what side of the river we're on, we are Lao. All right, guys, I feel like the last 30 minutes, I've got that feeling that we hit that 2 hour mark and we should end the chat. But I keep on going. I love it. I love the chat.
I like
especially when
what
we start-
boys say, Mother Nature is boss. Yeah, you have to work around her. That's right.
Yeah, I feel like it's all about not to get hippie on you guys, but it's all about like the energies, right? If you're like fighting against Mother Nature, the energy she's bringing with the rain, then it's gonna be tough. But if you just embrace it and go with it, like I've met a bunch of interesting people because I was out there doing whatever, not running and hiding away from the rain like a lot of people. In Khmer and Khmu, they say Samaila instead of Sabaya. Yeah, exactly. Khmu is up north. Can you put a link in the chat for the Putai channel on YouTube? You bet. It's awesome. It might be tough for you to understand some, but he's really good. I thought many a times of contacting him to do something, collab something, or at least even teach me how to sing Lao songs, because it is one of my goals is to learn how to sing, just so that every time
you have good voice. You can sing, Barry.
I used to sing all the time growing up in church, so
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've always been able to sing decent, but like every time you go anywhere and Lao, you do anything about people, like they want you to sing some karaoke, and I'd rather be able to enjoy when I'm singing, then be like, oh, I hope this isn't hurting everybody's ears. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be fun too. If I could sing, then you like wherever you go, you can always sit down and like have a chat, sing some karaoke, and just smile on people's faces. So
Can you
yeah,
play guitar also?
I want to learn the Lao guitar. That's what I want to learn. My mom plays the guitar actually. She always played the guitar, and I played the piano a little bit and guitar a little bit when I was a kid, but mostly just the piano. She didn't really teach us much the guitar, but I always have wanted to play. But yeah, those are some big goals I have for here is to be able to at least just learn the basics of singing so I can hold the note. So I just don't sound so
Yeah,
bad when you're
isn't
singing
it
karaoke.
sounds so relaxing, just like, singing and playing
Yeah,
guitar?
it was my
Because
favorite thing
life in
all the
Laos
time.
is so slow.
For me, when I was growing up, it was one of my favorite things. Just like seeing my mom, listening to her play, and I always kind of imagined like myself, as an adult, just that's how I would. And then when I was with people, even growing up in the church, and then being around like Polynesians, there's and different in Utah, there's Polynesians, but like they music's a big part of their culture, and just like sitting around singing is completely normal. I don't know. There's a lot like growing up that I always, anytime I was around people like, and you just sat together and sang, it was like the best feeling. So I'm like, yeah, of course, I would love to be able to sit around
Oh,
with
I
loud
think it's
people
getting late for our friends
and
here.
sing. Yeah, well,
Everybody's like, good night.
I love it. I love it.
Bedtime.
We got lots to do. I gotta actually get moving too. So you guys are awesome. We'll finish the chat here. We've been going longer than usual, but thanks, Gal, for joining.
Of course. We'll see
Lots
you
to do.
on Friday and we'll be
Right.
watching UFC. It's gonna be a big UFC day.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope you're ready for some really
No,
loud,
I'm nervous.
obnoxious
I
fan.
don't even wanna watch it because I get nervous. It's like I don't know who to root for. I'm always like scared for him, but then he always make it.
Oh, I need to drop this in the chat.
Dustin. I'm like, oh, because he's so nice, and every
Oh
time he
man.
fight, I worry, but then he
Yeah.
made it.
Well, you're having the same concerns as me. I'm a big Dustin Poirier fan. I love the guy. I love him as a fighter, and I've been wanting him to, win the belt so many times, and every time just
Yeah.
you're just so. Oh man. So I hope he can do it, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much because he's a good man, and he's gonna keep on fighting either way. He's one of the best. He's one of the best.
Hmm.
Let me send this. Let me put this in here for Dan so he can follow this unit studio. He's awesome. Awesome content. All right, guys. I hope. Oh, Bo, you definitely should learn the can, man. You learn the can, I'll learn the pin, and then when you come, we can kick it.
That
Jam.
sounds awesome.
All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. I'll definitely gonna stream next week. We're gonna make sure to do it every week. That's the goal for this. Once a week at least, live stream forever.
Hmm.
So, and then we'll be on the road, and that would be cool to take you guys do a live stream somewhere new on the road. But for now, thank you guys.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.